Tonight, on Wide Angle, Salman Ahmad is Pakistan's hottest rock star. But some mullahs teach that music is sinful.
I don't know much about music, only that my teachers forbid me to listen to it.
And they are trying to ban it.
Why do 52 other Muslim countries allow music? Why don't they ban music?
Will music survive the mullahs? Next, on Wide Angle. Major funding for Wide Angle has been provided by the William and Flora Hewlett Foundation, the Ford Foundation, the John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation, and the Jacob Burns Foundation. Additional funding has been provided by Carnegie Corporation of New York and the Miriam and Ira D. Wallach Foundation. Wide Angle has also been made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Welcome to Wide Angle. I'm Michelle Hussain. Tonight, a journey into Pakistan and the raging conflict between deeply conservative and more moderate visions of Islam. Producers Angus McQueen and Ruhi Hamid report on the Rockstar, who's taken on the rising power of Pakistan's religious parties. All this in a country of stark contrasts, a key ally in America's war on terror, but also the only Islamic state that has nuclear weapons. Stay tuned after the film, when I'll be back to explore why the conflict within Pakistan matters to the United States.
Praise be to the Prophet Muhammad, to the great messenger of Allah. I seek refuge from Satan. It's not right. There's no place for it in Islam.
Let's do the tough one. Girls, are you ready to go to New Day? All right, let's go.
In Pakistan, at the strategic heart of Asia, a battle is being fought between religious extremists calling for the imposition of strict Islamic law and more tolerant and liberal Muslims.
Cool. Okay, thanks. Let's go. There we go. We're in.
Salman Ahmad is the lead guitarist of Junoon, Pakistan's most famous rock band. Junoon has sold millions of CDs in South Asia and worldwide. For over 10 years, the band have been testing the limits of what is acceptable in an Islamic state. Since 9/11 and the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq, some conservative mullahs have responded by declaring all music un-Islamic. For Salman Ahmad, the dispute is a struggle for the future of his country and for his identity as a Muslim.
If I didn't have this faith as a foundation of my being, I wouldn't be able to ask the questions that I do from the mullahs or from anyone, you know? It gives me the swagger and confidence to try and forge a modern Pakistani identity. We took on spirituality full on in our music. I mean, there's a song called Sain, which is a metaphor for God. You know, I said, you know, why can't spirituality be expressed in a pop song? And when we did that, we got massive opposition saying, you know, how could you belittle the concept of God by using it, you know, in this sort of Western style, you know? And to understand that, you have to understand Pakistan and Islam. You know, it's very faith-centric. Everything that happens to you, it's a sign from God.
The stronghold of Islamic extremism in Pakistan is in the mountainous provinces of northwest frontier and Baluchistan, along the border with Afghanistan, where Osama bin Laden and al-Qaeda fighters are still rumored to be hiding. Peshawar, the provincial capital, was inflamed by the US-led war with the Taliban. The Afghan war and the recent war in Iraq provoked serious anti-American reaction across Pakistan, and many people believe that the West is leading a crusade against Islam. Islamic political parties played on that anti-Western feeling, and in recent general elections, their representation in the National Assembly increased tenfold. Pakistan's national government had supported the US against the Taliban and paid the price at the polls. In Peshawar, for the first time, a coalition of Islamic parties, the MMA, took over the regional government.
The founding idea of Pakistan was to create an Islamic country under Allah's rule. Everything, from the courts to individual life, was to be lived according to the traditions of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be unto him. Unfortunately, since 1947, this has not happened.
Mullah Hafiz Ali is a key figure in the Islamic coalition. In May, he and his MMA colleagues presented their radical program of conservative Islamic statutes to the regional assembly.
This country's honor and reputation is in our hands. We must take responsibility for the future of this nation. God has given us this responsibility.
The new